What is up, everybody? I'm back with another video. Just come in to share some information that no one asked for, but I'm going to share it anyway. This is about, self-awareness, transformations, intuition, discernment, all that beautiful goodness that the universe is blessing us with every single day, as long as we are aware of it. There's this thing that I know a lot of people get caught up in, which is our phones. Our phones is what is sucking the life out of a lot of people. And I was one of them. There would be certain points in my life throughout, in a month, where I would catch myself just, sitting on my phone, doing nothing that's productive to my life. And this was early years on. I had a phone since I was in 3rd grade, so that's why I'm not attached to it anymore, and I just dip in and out or whatever. But anyway, our phone is a big distraction, and what we're paying attention to is the biggest currency. The biggest currency that's more than money is our attention. And a lot of people's attention spans are getting shorter and shorter as the years go on, because of our phones are doing the work for us. And just like this whole, dopamine plays a part, and plays a huge part. Dopamine is like the biggest part of why a lot of people are stuck spiritually, financially, self-worth, self-love, just a lot of things that deal with the self, which a lot of people don't know who they are because of their phones. Once you let the phones go, you just use the phone for what it is. Like, talk on it to communicate with your relatives or your friends. And if you're on social media researching something, cool. Or if you're on social media to sell something, or to sell a service, or to give a service to someone, cool, use it for that. But there's just so much information out here that people get lost, and I know it's overwhelming, and it causes anxiety, causes depression, which is why a lot of people feel like they can multitask, but you're not really multitasking. You can only do one thing at a time. You really can. It's just our brains aren't designed to do multiple things at once. As far as more technical advanced things, like, you can't text and drive. Like, you really can't. Like, you're looking at your phone and you're mindlessly driving. Stuff like that. Like, you can't even eat and talk at the same time. Like, that's not, like, let's be real. But a lot of people get so stuck, and a lot of people are in this season of depression because they don't know themselves. If you know yourself, you wouldn't be depressed. You wouldn't have anxiety. You wouldn't have all these other mental disorders like bipolar, freaking schizophrenia, and just all this stuff. If you know who you are. People don't know who they are because they're trapped inside of the matrix. The matrix is our phone. We're carrying it everywhere we go. I'm on the matrix right now talking to you. But there's a lot of people in my life that this message is for. It might not even get to them, because I'm going to talk directly to them. I'm going to call them after this, because I get so fed up because I care, and I need to stop doing that, because that's where the passion comes in at. However, I'm going to come from a place of love. I'm going to come from a place of compassion for them when I talk to them, rather than being so passionate like this. But there comes a point in time where you can't play the victim anymore. And that's what this video really boils down to, of this message. You cannot play the victim anymore. Once you understand certain stuff, and why the dynamics of your life why it is what it is because you caused that. However, you caused that by giving other people your power. You gave other people your power because of how convincing they were to you. But you gave other people your power in the past is because you really didn't know yourself. You didn't have enough time to understand, to know yourself. And a lot of people don't know themselves because you gotta watch your parents. As far your parents play a role, but not really, because you cannot blame your parents anymore. However, there gets a point in your life where you have to expand from what your parents taught you or what your parents didn't teach you. Your parents, they're not the blueprint. You're the blueprint. You're getting a whole new slate of your life, and you cannot play the victim anymore. Like, playing the victim will cause you to spiral or crash out. And that's exactly what's going to happen if you continue to operate on autopilot. Yes, you can talk to people about certain things, but you got to sit with yourself. Once you learn to sit with yourself and learn your peace, that's your peace right there. Understand, overstand what it is that you like, then you'll be setting boundaries like it's no other. Saying no it won't hurt you to say no. People won't even ask you anymore because you drew that line in the sand. You drew that line in the water. Whatever you drew that line at on your forehead, people will not come at you as if they can take your power away. And some people don't even realize that they are taking your power away until they realize that you are doing everything that they want you to do. But they got to stop somewhere, because if you continue to allow someone to take your power, you're going to be so unhappy with your life, and you're going to become 40 and realize, like, what did I do with my life? Your life really don't start up until you transition out of college. I mean, well, maybe out of college or transition out of high school, where you get some type of independence. But as the independence starts to grow even more, and that dependency away from your parents like decreases, that dependency can grow somewhere else. And that's the control. Our parents had control of us, but we were dependent on our parents, so we had no choice. And that's just the dynamics of life. Your parents raised you. However, if you become dependent on somebody else, you're giving them their power. You're giving them your power over you, and therefore you cannot be the victim because you allowed it. And I'm telling you right now, because you allowed it in the past, you will not go any further into your life and allow it anymore. Whether it's dealing with your parents, they cannot have control over you or power over you. Whether it's your freaking friends, they can't have control or power over you. It's your cousins, it's your freaking job, they can't have power over you. Staying late, like, no, I said I leave at 5, not 5:30. Like, no. You want me to do what? No, I'm sorry. You're not even gonna say I'm sorry. You just said no, I can't do it. And it is what it is. But that trauma got to be worked on. You got to come from a place of understanding yourself. Once you learn to understand yourself, your likes and dislikes. I know a lot of people are on this phase of like dating themselves and stuff like that. That's cool and all. I did that. I did that in my 20s. When I was in a relationship, I was dating myself. And that was the best thing I've ever did for myself. I took myself out the country. I took myself every which where I can go. But I'm coming from a place where I understand what it feels like to have your power taken away. But moving forward, get your fucking power back.